Welcome back to Mbabbe's You Bab Make Level. I'm Dear Darling, and gamers play fun as have you and me. And before I said we were going to do Flight Academy free, but instead I watched the previous episode and I am an idiot. I was actually incredibly close to Silly Trick. And I remember why I thought this was such a genius thing, because I forgot about the idea, that you could push a gem onto yourself. Like this, right? And you might be like, why is that important? It's important because that's how we actually teleport, isn't it? I completely forgot. This is how you teleport. This is the problem I had. I was like, oh, okay, wait, no, hold on. I can't do it like this. Sorry. This is again where my thoughts are getting ahead of myself. Okay, hold on. So the problem we had before is that the problem I had before is I couldn't figure out how to get everything into position. I couldn't figure out how to get the words in a crosshair saying gem is push and gem is tally, and how to also get me on the inside, as well as having all the words be active at the same time. And the thing I said was, like, I think what we probably have to do is basically I had these two ideas going at the same time, which I didn't ever think to put them together. The idea that I need to teleport, and I need to make the words and then teleport onto the inside, and what was the other idea? I don't remember what the other idea I had was. The other idea being that I need to be on the inside already and then make the word on the outside. But I couldn't figure out how to do that without the gem being in the correct place. But I completely forgot about this interaction. You can push it onto yourself like that, and then just complete it like that. I wish I was recording when I was. I don't know, it's a bit weird I'm supposed to record myself watching my own video, isn't it, now I think about it? But I wish I was recording myself watching my own video. I was like, oh my god, because I did that, I feel like, in the video. And then, it's, I did it with text, technically, and I was like, oh my god, why not I just do that with a gem? I'm so dumb. Because that was the whole problem, where I could set it up, but then I couldn't teleport into the inside, or I couldn't remember how to teleport into the inside. And then, the other problem was, I could either set up with a gem on the inside, but then with me on the inside, but I couldn't figure out how to get the word in position. And I got too focused on trying to do it that way. But anyway, we're going to try Flight Academy free. But basically I was like, there's promise in... I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, we say, we get the bird. Oh, hold on, we don't want rockets to be pulled, do we? No, I don't think so. I'm getting very confused about what I'm saying. I feel like I'm getting more delusional on these harder levels. Like, the other levels, it's very easy to sort of hold a running commentary at the same time, but now I'm just sort of like losing it. Okay, we've got to remember we have bird is right as a potential option at any point. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Is there any benefit? Okay, so the idea I had was basically, can we get win and is onto the same row? Through some clever sort of movement patterns, by getting the bird to push win in front of a rocket, basically. Hold on, one bomb. What? Yeah, okay, there we go. And then we go bum, and then stop there. Then we get the rocket to be move, to push win there. We get rocket. Now, if we can get the rocket out again, that'd be ideal. Because yeah, I feel like this. I'm not sure if this is the solution, but it feels like it's promising at the very least, doesn't it? It's not quite doable though, because the bird we can move to get out. What if we made rockets pull at the same time? It doesn't do anything, right? Because it's perpendicular. What are we doing again? But this bird is constantly... So basically, if we had a rocket now, we'd be good, because we could put rocket here, make rocket pull, birders move. It would charge our wheels, move backwards into the UFOs. It would push Is and Win onto the thing, and then it would come out again. Problem is, we don't have a rocket. The only way to get the rocket would be for it to move sideways. No, it would be for the... No, we'd have to get the rocket to move, but then it would push Win upwards, which we don't want. We need it to move simultaneous... Hold on. Hold on. I mean, I know you're not going anywhere, but still. It's not like me saying hold on really made a difference. We need the bird to simultaneously... I think, hold on. We need the bird to pull the rocket as it moves up one. Is that possible? Wait, I don't think that's possible. I said hold on all this time and it was a bit anticlimactic because I don't think this even works. I want rocket as move. Yes. I want... No, I want rocket as pull. I want rocket as pull, rocket as move. But we can't do that. No, I want rocket as pull, rocket as move, bird as pull, bird as move at the same time. Okay, there's too many things, obviously. It's close though. It feels close, this. Obviously we can get bird as win. No, sorry, not bird. If we get bird as win, we'd be done. No, we can get bird is. It's not quite what we want, though. I wonder if this is a wrong thought process. It does feel like a combination of what we've done. I wonder if... Could we get the bird back without putting... See, the problem is, the rocket only starts in the up position. So if we want it to move up and down, this is the only time we can do it. Oh, hold on a minute, hold on. What if, before the rocket came all the way up like this, just undo a lot of things, we... Oh, I'm getting really confused. If the bird was one step forward... That's no good. No, it doesn't work. Does it work? I'm really confused. What do we want to happen? What do we want to happen? I say without putting my fingers in front of my face. I wonder if we should go on Sideways Furnace and I can see if I can remember if I had any thoughts about that one. But okay, well, we'll give this until 15 minutes, I think, see if we can make any progress. What do I want to happen? Ideally, what I want to happen... I don't even know what I want to happen is. Like, we could just get bird out again. And have it pull the rocket along. That still doesn't solve a problem, though. Because the problem then is... Basically, as soon as we push bird in and we made it forcibly go right, is we have no other way. We only have one shot now. We only have a bird and rocket. We can only use it once to push both Is and Win to the conveyor belt, which is why I'm like, we had to shortcut it by pushing Is and Win onto the same location. But I think there's just an order problem here of what I want to happen. I want it to push Win upwards. I need it to go Win, bird, rocket vertically, don't I? But I can't make... the bird go... Unless I can. No, I can't. Or can I? Why do I need it to be like that again? If it went win, bird, rocket, and we pushed it into position, we pushed win into position, the bird will go upwards. Well, bird will go forwards by 1, rocket will go forwards by 1. Make rocket pull, bird is move, go forward by 1. No, then they're stuck on that horizontal plane. I can't force a rocket to continuously be upwards. Also, I got a message. Is this an important message? Let's go. It's a message I can reply to later. Hold on. My brain is hurting. It was probably very not the most enticing gameplay right now. But I'm trying to think about what order everything needs to be in. Maybe this is a dead end. Maybe this is not how we're meant to do it. The thing is, because there's 3 UFOs outside, the bird has to be the one to push a thing across each time. We can no longer use a rocket to go on the conveyor belt. The rocket always has to be on this right side because it can't go over UFO. So the only way we can push bird across is the bird has to go across the UFO one way. And then either it needs to be forced right to come back through the bird tunnel, taking rocket with it, or well, I guess it doesn't necessarily need to take a rocket with it. I feel like the fact that it's important that the rocket is pointing upwards, but I can't figure out how. These barbecues level are so hard. What craziest part is someone out there has probably played these levels and was like, wow, this was actually, I found this the easiest triple of levels for me. I found like something else hard, which I might have found like incredibly easy, which is always the fun of these puzzle games. It's interesting to see what people find easy and what people find hard, but I find it kind of annoying how much thinking I need to do. Well, okay, it's not actually how much thinking I need to do outside of video. I'm sure there's people out there who enjoy me thinking on camera, even the fact that it makes no progress, but I feel like it's a bit boring, because it's a lot easier for me to think in silence, to be perfectly honest, when in front of him, than recording a video at the same time. So I tried to make it at least somewhat enticing by sort of demonstrating and talking about what I'm saying while on video, and then doing the actual thinking process, I suppose, off camera. But okay, I think we should mess around with sideways fireplace for now. I'm always a little bit annoyed about a silly trick as well, because I was so close in my previous video. I just couldn't put that last step into practice, and then it turns out I already had that last step in practice. I just didn't even realize it. I forgot what we made progress. Oh, yeah, hold on. It was we push. Yeah, I was gonna say I can't remember what progress we made last time. Is we push all the rocks onto the bolt, we push it upwards and get the rock up here. I don't remember what this does though. And we could push the rocks. You know what? I suppose I could push it onto the bolt again. So now we got sort of like a moving platform to catch things. So now we could like catch Babbers. Well, I'm not sure if that's a thing we need to catch. What do we want? We want either Babbers stop or Bolt is you, right? We basically need to be something which is stopped so we can actually get through here. And then once we get through here, we can unmake Texas 4 and then we're basically done. I wonder which one's easier to make. Bolt is you or Babber is stop? I'm a hunch Bolt is you is actually now easier to make. I've been trying to make Babber stop this entire time, but now I look at it. Isn't it way... Is it way easier? Oh yeah, we also need to catch the text. Because fire is defeat, isn't it? No, that's not necessarily true. We can make it on the text, or on the fire, I suppose. What am I doing? So I'm just sort of sitting here. The problem is we can't move that bolt anymore because it just goes like that. Echo Hum. I have a feeling Bolt is You is actually a lot easier to make than I originally anticipated, because I don't think we can actually push Stop up here. This entire time I was trying to make a bridge across here to get Stop up here, but it might be easier if we instead made Bolt Is and You all fall down. Okay, hold on. Scrap Baba Is Stop for now. Put it on the back burner. How would we make Bolt Is You? We'd have to push something here, and it would push You off, and it would fall here. So we need to make Bolt Is You. Or it doesn't have to be here. It could be this way around as well. So we basically need to get Bolt and Is here, or stacked up on top of here. I feel like it should be easy, but why is it so hard? So we can do that, but we need to do it in a different order. Oh, hold on. Maybe it's we need to... do something with this first. Don't ask me what. Do we need... maybe we don't need all those rocks. Hold a minute. Yeah, maybe this is it. Wait, maybe... or maybe this makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, why did I reset? I was like, I'm a genius. I just watered something, and then I reset for no apparent reason. I didn't need to reset. I could do it from that position. We don't need to... I was going to say, we're making a rock bridge, basically, to try and bridge Bolt Is over to here. But we don't need to make a bridge here. We can make the bridge here, right? And then we now have space. So we go pop, pop, pop. And then we go pop, pop, pop. Did I not try this before? Maybe I didn't. I don't really recall. And now we can push Bolt. And Is. I don't know what Stop's going to do, I'm going to be perfectly honest. So now we can push You into position. What do we need Stop for? I guess we'll soon find out. Maybe we do need Baba Is Stop. Oh, Bolt is not going to be Stop though. Oh no, Bolt is pushed, but that's fine. Yeah, that'll catch a win. Okay, so since this is the only thing which is push and, you know, conveniently push, we can now do this. Now Bolt is us, Baba is on the fire. Who cares about Baba? Okay. We push Win. We stop Texas Fall. We come back out. We make Baba Is Win. No. No, we don't. We make Bolt Is Win. Well, this is, but we now have... okay. I actually got surprisingly close, I think. One of the previous episodes... well, not really that close, I'm going to be honest. But didn't I made that rock bridge, didn't I, at some point? Oh, we're so close then, when we only got Flight Academy 3. Sometimes what you need is just a break from the levels. And sometimes what you need to do about them is also think about them for like an hour off screen. You know. The problem is you don't know which solution you need, not solution, which like method you need to actually solve a level for you personally. In each one. That one, I'll be honest, I basically did not really come up with much off screen, but it just took a little bit of time. It just, you know, why don't I try something different? It's amazing how many times the levels you can just solve them just by being like, what if I tried something different? And how many times I forget that when I'm actually trying to solve a level. Okay. Let's talk about this one out loud, dear darling. So, the bird, things which seem to be immutable in this level. The bird has to be the thing to push the text onto the conveyor belt every single time. Could that what cases could that not be true? We can't be text, so the only other thing which could potentially push the text onto where it needs to go would be rocket. The thing is, a rocket would also have to be pushing something else. So rocket, For example, if is-win was on the same continuity, row could push is onto a conveyor belt, but then it would die. It could not push win. So it really does seem like the bird has to be the thing which pushes everything. Problem number 2. We can only use the bird twice. The bird has to go across once, and it can come back by us forcing it right, and then it can go across twice by it pulling the rocket and also facing right and destroying the rocket in the process, and it can come back. But the problem is it can't do it a third time. At least I can't evidently see a way it could do it a third time. So the question becomes in this level, how can we cheat out one more use of a bird, or a rocket I suppose in this case, to push one more text onto the belt? Now the solution I came up with, or one potential solution I came up with, is to push 2 words together at once by making win and is on the same row. The problem I'm finding with that is I'm finding it difficult because, for the bird to go across twice, one time it has to come back using right, and for the second time it has to actually go using the rocket once it's become right. The problem I'm finding that's difficult with that is it's hard to get them onto the same row and also preserve a rocket. It sacrifices a rocket. So I don't think that's quite the solution. An alternative would be to somehow get the bird back after it pushes a text across. Now, how we got around that in the second level is we had the bird push it almost all the way and then stop, and then it pulls a rocket into position. From the conveyor belt. The problem with that is the rocket can no longer go on the conveyor belt because a UFO is now blocking every single entrance. The benefit is we don't have defeat anymore, we have right, compared to the previous one. Actually, what's different about this level from the first level? Barring the UFO. With an extra is. Wow, so we've even... Okay, so whatever solution we can come up with this one, we could do on the first... Oh, maybe not. Okay, so that's one of the key differences. The UFO is around that bottom row, but the key difference is we are not forced to make is right immediately. So that suggests to me we need to take advantage of the fact we got a free is for the first time. For when we try and get the first word into position. You might say, how are you going to do that? I don't really have an answer for you. Because, okay, so here's my justification. If we just made the bird go across and then made it come back using right, without doing something to the rocket, then that would, whatever solution we come up on this level would also be the same solution that would be usable on the first level, on Flight Academy 1, which seems a little bit counter to how usually the levels are structured. Usually the levels are attempted to be structured in such a way that you can't do that. That's not necessarily true, by the way. I'm trying to sort of metagame this here, which is probably not what I should be going about this. I should probably just be trying to solve a level. But so how can we take advantage of the fact we've got 2 free ises? I cannot see a better way of starting than getting bird to move. But we don't need to bring a rocket with us. But how are we going to get the bird back anyway? I've done a feeling. So the thing I said before is, what if I had text, bird, rocket? Rocket moves. Oh, it can't push bird. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Didn't think about that. The thing vertically is, the only way we have things to move vertically is either it moves vertically, like a rocket in initial position, but for the bird, it can only be pulled. What does that mean? That means because these free entranceways, these channels or whatever, have one gap in between them, something is always going to be left in the middle though if we try and change lanes. So it leads me to believe that changing lanes is probably not the solution. Unless we can figure out a way that it doesn't abandon one of a rocket or the bird in the middle. Okay, obviously we can never abandon the bird, but maybe abandoning the rocket's okay. In the middle of like these two channels. I have a feeling this has to be a level which I had to think about basically off camera again. It's quite difficult. Because I don't really have much of a way of an idea, but I also haven't tried many things, so maybe I should just, you know, throw things at the wall and see what happens. So this is sort of a naive way to do it. We push bird, make bird go right, and also rocket is pull at some point. No, not rocket is move. Yes, rocket does have to be pull at some point, otherwise we won't be able to get the rocket out. But it doesn't need to be pull yet. So bird is right. My brain's broken. What am I doing? Dun dun dun. So if we did it now, it would just go backwards, which is not helpful, but... But that's fine, because now we got the rocket and the bird out. Now the problem is, we cannot use the bird one more time. One more time? 2 more times. That's normally how the English language is structured, isn't it? That's what Babazi does to you. It just breaks your brain. You can't even think straight anymore. So we can have a bird, of course, go right one more time, but the problem is that we'll use up a rocket. Because now we have bird is move, rocket is pull. I know it moonwalks onto it and then comes back out. But now we have a problem with that we can't get win across anymore. So we need to think of something that allows us to get win. I feel it must be something about pushing is and win at the same time together. Is there any way we could preserve a rocket? We either have to not use right on the first bird, we had to somehow naturally get it out. So I guess it could... It could what? It'd be nice if we could make text not have any collision for a bit. But unfortunately we can't. Actually, that wouldn't even help now I think about it. I think it must be we push win upwards onto the is channel. Because notably the rocket is on the right of all the text here, allowing it to be pushed into position by a bird going from the left to right. And it doesn't matter, like, we obviously need the bird coming from left to right to do something, because if a bird was going from right to left and then we changed the channel the rocket was on, the only thing it could do, I think, would be to pull the bird, which doesn't really make much sense, because then we could have just sent the bird down a different channel. I can't really see a different way to do it. But it doesn't take advantage of the fact that we start off with a free is. So we must be able to do something with this rocket as the bird is doing its sort of delivery. Mustn't we? Because we didn't have to do it like that. But what can we do from this moment? Yeah, because they could have just equally forced us to start with it is right instead of just right down here. I feel like I'm not taking advantage of birders. Oh, well, hold on, we need birders move one more time and then birders right? I feel like we're not taking, oh gosh, advantage of his free is. Everything we've done right now could also be done if bird was right. You get me? I can't figure out how to do this. My brain is broken. Oh, we can do it like this, okay. How did I do it before? I honestly can't remember how I did it before. Am I dumb? I am dumb. I wonder if it's significant it bounces off like this. Not really, because it's forced to be right now, isn't it? When it comes out like this. I mean, it has to be on this thing we would make rocket move. What if rocket was pull now? We can't make both bird and rocket move, can we? What if now we made birders move? Just for one step. And then we made rockets move one more time. But why? But why? I just kind of want it to be move and the bird to be pull. If I made it move rocket, rocket is... If I was in this situation and I could somehow make... What if I did this before I made bird as right? I made rocket as pull, bird as move. Wait, is that possible? Hold on, we need rocket as move, so it would move upwards. The bird would be one step ahead. The rocket would be pull. And bird as move. I don't know which order that would resolve in, now I think about it. I think that would be unintuitive, so I don't imagine that's a solution. Well, basically the idea is that we push it forwards, but also pull the rocket across with us at the same time. Yeah, it doesn't seem very intuitive to me. But what if I did this without making birders right? I don't think that's doable. So what if I did this? No, hold on. My brain hurts. I can make something move and pull. But that's not useful at the same time. Can we... Or I can make two things move, or two things pull. But I can't make two things move and one... Two things move and one of the things pull. Why do I have this right? I really can't think of something. I feel like it must be this, but I think it really is just like I've got an order issue. I can't figure out what order things need to be in. I can't see another way of cheating out a system of getting 3 pushes on the bird when we only have 2. There might be a way, but I really can't think of one. I can't believe there's another Flight Academy, is the long and short of it. I mean, okay, at least in these 2 episodes, we're basically going at a rate of 1 level every episode, which is very slow compared to before. But these are the levels which, you know, I couldn't do the first time and I spent a lot of time on. I think I just had to think about this one off camera and come back with like some ideas. It's honestly really tough. Actually, honestly, all these levels which we've left till last in whatever this world is, very tough. Actually, I don't think Sideways Fireplace is all that tough. Now, it just took me a while to understand conceptually what was happening. And Silly Trick was basically just one small thing that once I figured out how to do, I basically solved it, except for that part where I forgot I could push a gem onto myself. Oh man, these Flight Academy levels are tough. I'm not really even sure what to do with this. Maybe I'll just stare at this for a bit. But I do also need to record some Animal Crossing. That's annoyingly close. But it's also 36 minutes into the video, so I have to round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Babbersy Bandmate Level. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. To join the Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, I will hopefully come back next part with at least some things we can do to attempt to solve Flight Academy 3. It's quite a wall though that we hit, but you know, we've hit many walls so far on this Let's Play. So until next time, bye bye for now.